Hello guys, Tom Yone here from Tech. Welcome to my 5th HTML5 tutorial. Please guys, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Also leave your comment at the comment section. Share the video with your loved ones. I believe sticking to this channel will get to learn better ways to design a website and also share information on how to make money as a website developer. So please stick to the channel and hit the bell button so you get notified whenever I release a new video. Okay, let's get started. In this lesson, we are going to discuss more about HTML paragraphs. Okay, we talked about HTML paragraph in our previous lesson, but in this particular lesson, let's just talk more about our HTML paragraph. So we say a paragraph element of course, is used to display textual information about our website. Like if you want to display text on your website, you use a paragraph. Okay, so the paragraph elements can take as much as any amount of text you want to put in it. And of course, the paragraph element is represented by p tag. So if we have the p tag, in between the p tag, we put any text you want to be displayed on our website. So for instance, let me just go to Google and search for let me just take a dummy text and let me search for Loopson where we can get some dummy text. Loopson. Okay, so loopson.com. okay, so let's go to loopson.com and get some dummy text. All right, so let's copy this text here, Control C to copy, and go back to our text editor. And so you see when I copy and pasted it went for straight line. Let me just break it. This breaking, you will see that with this breaking, this does not really mean that the texts are being displayed on individual line. It's actually a single paragraph. Okay, this is actually a single paragraph text. Let me just put we've talked about the heading element, so let me just put a heading here. I'll call this H1. Okay, go back to the website and copy this. No, this shouldn't be H1. Let's call it H3. Okay, and in between the heading tag, let's just put that. All right, so if we Control S to save this and go back to our run and launch this in Google Chrome, you can see that there was line break at each separate point on the text on the paragraph, but when it shows on your website, there's nothing like line break. Everything is a single paragraph. You can see the whole of this is a bunch of paragraph, and this is our H3, our heading tag. Okay, so now the HTML cannot be sure how, as in you cannot be sure how HTML will be displayed. Okay, large or small screens, depending on the size of your screen, that's how everything is just laid on the page. Okay, so for instance, let's say we control shift I to put this. Now let's inspect it. Okay, so if we display this as let's choose a different size, screen size. Let's choose iPhone X. You can see that the text is being displayed, is automatically resizing based on the size of the screen that is being displayed on. Okay, so if we zoom this a little bit, okay, to 50%, you can see that the text is displayed based on the container that contains it. All right, so for instance, now if we want, this is actually a single paragraph. Now if we want more than one paragraph, you have to put more than one paragraph tag, one p tag. Okay, so another very important thing about the paragraph tag is that you must close your tag where the paragraph ends. If you don't close it, you may not have a better result. Let's say for instance, we remove that and Control S to save. Then let me close this and refresh, though it's showing now. But then let's say I have another paragraph. Let me just go back to our website where we copy the text and copy another paragraph. Let's say I copy this, Control C, and go back to our text editor and start another paragraph here and just paste everything in there. Control S to save, then go back to our website and refresh. Though it's displaying well, but you may not really be sure how it will be displayed on a different browser. So always make sure you close your paragraph tag whenever you open it. Okay, let me put this in different lines. Okay, so make sure you close. So you close your tag, your p tag here. All right, now let me delete this. Okay, let's say we want to have a line break. Now you can see if I refresh this, I have to save it first. If I refresh, you see that everything, let's say we want to have a line break here. So let's talk about the line break tag, the HTML line break tag. Now if we go back to our text editor and want to have a line break where each of this line is, a separate line where we have a line break. So what do? We use the B arrow tag for a line break. So it's type B arrow. It doesn't have a closing tag. So you just type B arrow like that, Control S. If you go back to our browser and refresh, you see that there was a line break at the period, the end of the first sentence. Okay, so if we want to have separate line breaks, let's say at the end of this sentence, is not the end of the sentence, there is a comma there, then you could come here and type a line break. Okay, previous versions of HTML, you close the tag inside the first tag. So if you do like this, you will still have the same result. See a line break there. Okay, so that's how you do line break in your HTML document, and that's also how to display your paragraph. Okay, so you see that even if I will put a space in between each of these lines, let's say a different paragraph, like normal, if you're writing a normal thing, you put different paragraph, it will not display like that on your website. Everything is considered to be a single paragraph. If you Control S to save this and refresh this, you see that there is nothing like that. So briefly, if you want this line breaking to be retained, you use your pre tag. It's called pre tag, PRE, like this. Okay, so let's say we copy this, everything here, Control C and paste in here, and Control S to save this. If we go back to our web browser, you can see that those line spaces we put is being retained. So for you to retain line spaces, or how you want your text to be displayed the way you typed it in your text editor, you use your PRE tag called pre tag. Okay, your pre elements. All right, so that will be all for this lesson. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel.